Good evening, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, evening headlines on September 12, 2023. Elon Musk biographer admits suggestion SpaceX head blocked Ukraine drone attack was wrong. The Guardian, Elon Musk's hold over Ukraine is terrifying. The Times, Elon Musk's biography author Walter Isaacson is already forced to correct one controversial detail. Fortune, Elon Musk's Ukraine decision was rational, but it should never have been his. The Independent, Putin praises outstanding Musk while vowing more moon missions. Hurricane Lee's size continues to grow as path still uncertain, latest forecast. The Independent, Hurricane Lee threatens New England with tropical storm force winds, dangerous surf over weekend. Fox Weather, storm chasers capture frightening footage from inside Hurricane Lee. Indy 100, Hurricane Lee generates big swells along northern Caribbean while it churns through open waters. The Independent, weather tracker, Hurricane Lee to strengthen as it nears U.S. East Coast. Justin Trudeau, stranded Canadian PM leaves India after plane snag fixed. BBC, Justin Trudeau, Canada's PM stranded in India after his plane suffers technical issues. Sky News, Trudeau to leave India, at last, after plane problems delay G20 exit. Politico Europe, Trudeau's populism hits the wrong note. India reserves the right to explore harder options against Can. News 18, Opinion, Canada's PM Trudeau has given up on diplomacy, snub from India and G20 leaders proves it. Ukraine many steps closer to regaining Crimea after Black Sea gains. The Independent, Ukraine claims to retake Black Sea drilling rigs from Russian control. BBC, Ukraine claims to retake drilling platforms near Crimea and force a Russian jet to retreat. The Telegraph, Ukraine regains control of strategic Black Sea oil rigs, intelligence service says. The Guardian, Ukraine says Black Sea gas, oil platforms recaptured from Russian control. My beloved son, father and brother were murdered, and my youngest boy had to tell me. French woman shot through wall in Marseille drug shooting dies. Climate crisis, Africa is talking but is the West listening? The Guardian, UNHCR commits to climate action in Africa to protect displaced populations and foster resilience. World Relief Web, African Climate Summit moots decisive shift towards renewable energy. Vanguard, Opinion, Nairobi Declaration, a missed opportunity to raise ambition for climate action in Africa. Business News 24, African Climate Summit, mixed reactions trail Nairobi pact. Legal action against Trump shows rottenness of U.S. politics, says Putin. The Guardian, Putin calls Trump legal cases politically motivated persecution. Al Jazeera English, Putin on Trump, criminal charges are politically motivated. Politico Europe, Putin calls Trump *S legal battles a political witch hunt as U.S.-Russia tensions escalate. WION, Putin says legal cases against Donald Trump are persecution of a political rival. Philippine Nobel Prize winner Maria Ressa acquitted of tax charges. The Guardian, Maria Ressa, Philippines Nobel laureate acquitted in court. BBC, Maria Ressa acquitted, journalist not guilty of tax evasion. Al Jazeera English, Nobel Peace Prize winner cleared of tax evasion charge in Philippines. Hampstead Highgate Express, Philippine Nobel laureate Ressa cleared of tax fraud. Iran's President Ebrahim Raisi says it will spend $6 billion U.S. prisoner swap funds wherever we need it. Sky News, U.S. releases $6 billion in frozen Iran funds for prisoner swap. BBC, Iran-U.S. prisoner swap, prisoner from both sides to transit through Qatar. WION, U.S. Government agrees to £4.8 billion ransom deal with Iran to free 5 prisoners, latest from ITV News. ITVX, British-American citizen among 5 prisoners to be released by Iran. Danelo Cavalcante, desperate U.S. prison fugitive armed with stolen rifle. Modi came to speak to media after G20 summit. It was a victory lap. The Independent, G20 summit closes with Russia, Brazil and India boasting success. France 24 English. France 24 English, Macron, G20 conclusions on climate insufficient, Euractiv.com. EURACTIV, Opinion, Sabka Sath, Sabka Vikas goes global as Bharat shines at G20. News 18, India's moment, on the G20 summit outcomes. Dozens of crocodiles in China escaped during floods. BBC, watch, more than 70 escaped crocodiles lurk in floodwaters after typhoon. The Telegraph, more than 70 crocodiles on the loose after rainstorms in China. The Independent, escaped crocodiles add to perils of floods in southern China. NBC News, Chinese city launches operations to hunt for crocodiles set loose by flooding. Morocco earthquake death toll rises to 2,901 as rescuers race to find survivors. The Independent, Morocco earthquake, we need help from whoever will give it. BBC, Morocco earthquake, villagers' hopes waning in search for survivors. BBC News. BBC News, here's how to help earthquake hit Morocco reduce the risk of disease. Al Jazeera in English, Morocco gives no response to French offer to join quake rescue efforts. Rhino kills zookeeper and seriously injures another in Austria. Sky News, Rhino kills keeper and seriously injures another in attack at Austrian zoo. ITV News. ITV News, Rhino kills zookeeper and seriously injures her colleague in Austria. Evening Standard, Rhino kills keeper at Austrian zoo and injures her husband. The Guardian, a rhino at an Austrian zoo kills a zookeeper and seriously injures her husband. Deadly floods in Libya, in pictures, World News. The Guardian, Libya floods, Derna city looks like a tsunami hit it, Minister. BBC, Libya floods leave thousands feared dead. BBC News. BBC News, how have you been affected by the flooding in Libya? The Guardian, thousands feared dead as flooding sweeps Libya. Jong Un crosses Russian border for talks with Putin. BBC, pink leather armchairs and bomb-proof floors, inside Jong Un's armored train. The Guardian, 5 things you need to know to start your day. Bloomberg, North Korean leader Jong Un enters Russia to visit President Putin. BBC News. BBC News, Russia-Ukraine war live, Putin claims counteroffensive, has not made progress, Sweden considers sending jets to Ukraine. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.